Everybody, welcome to another episode of Whiskey Sour Libations and Conversations. I am your host, Dom. This week we're a little late, a little delayed, and that's not my fault. That's gonna be my guest for the evening's fault because he had to push back the time and do all these things. Because y'all know I like to drop my episodes at midnight, but because I'm a fan and I'm very accommodating. And I might not be as busy, but I'll be busy as our guest today, who has wreaked a lot of havoc on my life. But before I bring this person in, I just want to remind you guys I do have the candles at saint-angelus.com. Also, I've been blogging. I don't have a post this week, but it'll be one up tomorrow. And don't forget, I have a code for slidejewels.com. Get your girl some stuff, get you some stuff, and keep it cute and funky. So, without further ado, I want to welcome our guest. He is a comedian, he is a writer, he is a producer. You have seen me on his show, Give Me Five, and Vincent Dracula Jones, because he be DJing too. And headlining across the country. He has Black Tea University. He played a Muslim in a movie, which I'm going to ask him about. Welcome to the stage, BT Kingsley.
There go that buttercream.
What?
What's up, lady?
Man, what's up? What's up? How are you?
I'm fantasticals. I am always good. I kind of refuse to be any other way.
Okay. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Life be life, and sometimes so I like to check on people's mental health.
Yeah. Life is hell right now. You know. If you can wake up, it'll be okay.
Yeah, but listen, I just Ty Davis taught me a valuable lesson one day, and she said, "I am taking everything a second at a time, not a minute, but a second,
a millisecond,
a millisecond," and that has been very helpful on this journey.
Yeah, you gotta
that we call life.
Enjoy the journey and enjoy the moments. That's all we can do.
So, BT, you are
look at you with your little horn rim glasses and your little background. It's nice. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's crazy. Your look what's right above me. That's crazy.
The what is right above me?
If you look like on your screen the way it's set up. That's crazy. Don't worry about it. You'll see it in the edits.
Are you talking about this butt?
No. I'm talking about over my head.
Anyway, I'm so confused. Don't do this. BT, you know this is my bedtime. I was just telling live. Huh?
Your teeth look great.
Thank you. This is how you get. I'm about to get ready to go to bed after this. Actually, I'm not gonna even lie. I'll probably be up a little bit because I did take a nap.
It's 8:30.
It's 8:30. I get up. You have to remember that I still clock in and out. I'm still part of the man. Like I have to report to the man. And so I like to start my days early to end them kind of earlier so I can have my evenings to myself.
It's 8:30, bro. You talking like it's 11. Like I'm supposed to be in bed. How many hours of sleep do you need?
I need about 8. I'm serious. I don't like feeling groggy. I like feeling like refreshed in the morning. And since I've been on a new prescription, like in my inhaler, I've been on steroids. I've been getting like a lot of sleep that I've been like missing out on for about 2 years.
Oh, you got the little sleep apnea machine? You got the...
No, I don't have sleep apnea.
You got the robot?
No, so that's so funny. I just did a sleeping study last week. But my sister noticed that my sleeping pattern was really weird. And so she said, you breathe like this. So it wasn't like I was taking like full breaths. And in the mornings, I would wake up exhausted on top of like my sinus allergy issues. So yeah. So since they figured out that pretty much I'm supposed to breathe up here, I was breathing like down here.
Mm.
like way below average. So, since they put me on this steroid, I've been able to breathe and sleep. Like that first night after taking that shit, I was like, wow, I haven't felt like this in shit years.
Your favorite movie is Waiting to Exhale.
No, why you say? Listen, you're funny.
I'm
Ha
just
ha 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 ha. I caught it. I was like, no, it's Clueless and Spice World, and Brown Sugar.
Spice World, like the Spice Girls movie.
Listen,
Wow.
I like things that are so low impact, so
That's
low
great.
impact. Listen, I know my strengths, my weaknesses. Favorite TV show
Good.
is King of the Hill, so yeah, it's easy.
Oh,
Welcome, friend.
yeah, I hear you.
What does that even mean?
No, do you think? You know, if this is good watching to you, I don't understand how you watch. I don't understand how people watch those kind of shows and then see something phenomenal and then don't want to see more phenomenal shit.
Um, when you say phenomenal, like what's a phenomenal show to you?
Give me a genre.
BT.
I mean, like,
This is not give me five,
nigga,
okay?
like Breaking Bad.
So okay, so in my defense, for Breaking Bad, I think I can't remember when Breaking Bad came out. I don't think I was in high school, but I think I might have been in college. I was in college.
Okay, so watch it now.
I
The
don't
whole
think
thing's on Netflix. It's right there.
how many seasons?
I don't know, like 5 or 6, but they don't go. They're not like long ass seasons.
Okay. I don't know. Like I just never it's certain things that just don't move. So it's like weird. I've never seen The Wire. But in my defense, I didn't grow up with cable in my household. And so when we got cable, I paid for it and I was in college. I was like mid college.
So okay, let me ask another question. What tell me something you tell me stuff that you try to avoid. Like how do you do with like gore or like uh blood, guts, all that good shit. Scary shit. Like how do you do with that kind of stuff?
So the way my anxiety is set up, like I'm being so serious. There's certain stuff like Things this season. I had to take a break
Yeah.
because I was so anxious and I was like, I can't do shows like that where I don't know like that just stressed me out. So I was watching the one show that was based in Baltimore, and it's like a limited series that was on HBO Go. It's with the chick from Lovecraft Country. I feel like y'all was just at a party recently with the dude, his chin kind of crooked,
This is hysterical.
and oh fuck, what's the name of that show? But it's like the cops was doing like hella crooked shit, and it was only like 5 or 6 episodes. Dog, the way I was gonna hit fast forward to like skip ahead to see how it ends.
Okay, then never mind. Keep watching King of the Hill.
Yeah, see, it depends. Like Lovecraft Country, I love that shit, but I love shit like that, and was devastated that it didn't get picked up. But I was like, it ended in a way where, like, we knew it was supposed to be a limited series.
That sentence was all over the place.
No,
You
it wasn't.
love Craft Country, but Stranger Things you don't like.
I didn't. Oh no, 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 no. Hold on. That's how rumors get started. I never said that I did
You
not
said
like.
terrible.
No, 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 no. I said I had
You,
to take a break.
you said Stranger Things was the worst show you ever
No, no,
heard.
no, no, no. I said the way my anxiety is set up, and I said like Stranger Things, I had to take a break.
You
I
said
had,
when you hear the song, keep running off that hill, I keep running on from God, and then running on to God now. Hey, hey, you keep running from that hill, you keep running up with God, and then turning up a skid. Hey. You said when you hear that song, you want to jump off a tall curb.
okay, so anyway, so like I said, I finished Stranger Things. I just took a break. I took a break. Stop.
I keep running on from God. Okay, all right.
I took a break and I went back to finish it.
And when you finished it, how did you feel?
Sad. Sad nigga. So, with that being said, we're talking about shows
Yes.
and everything.
Uh-oh, so here comes the segue.
You have an amazing show on the Kev on Stage app. I wanted to get into your history, but you like all over the place, and I
Okay, I'm
feel like
all over the place. Please, history. Let's go.
BT. So you are from Houston, Texas. You spent some time in Sacramento, correct?
Complex question, but I was born in the Bay Area, but I grew up in Houston.
So what do you rep? Is it H Town, or you like Beyonce, or
It's about half and half. I honestly will go crazy if you play E40 and or Swisher House in general.
okay?
Both things both things hit my soul the same way. Tila, Mac Dre.
Not Tila, nigga. Ain't nobody said Tila in like 20 years.
I remember one of the greatest albums ever. I'm
Okay, so
school with Slim. So elementary, middle school, high school, and I went to college in San Francisco, but
you went to college?
fuck books. First of all, I here. Can I cuss?
Yes, you could. I should have had you come over my house. I would have made you a snow cone.
I was trying to pull up. I thought snow cones was coming. I was gonna force the issue too. No, the so all like I grew up as far as when I was in Houston, it was all it's Houston. So all elementary school. When I graduate from high school, then I go and I'm just taking acting class after that. And then when I find my college in San Francisco Academy of Art, then I move back to Northern Cali. But Sacramento holds me down. So I love Sacramento. If you
Okay.
say BT, you're throwing a party and you need hella people there. In LA, I could get maybe 150, 200. In Houston, I might be able to get 85, 50 to 85. In Sacramento one year, there was 700 people at my birthday party. So
Damn.
yeah. So I Sac love me, so I love Sac.
Okay, that's
Oh,
dope. That's dope. Okay, that was so fun. I
pause.
didn't know. Grow up.
And
Grow up. Everybody watching, please, please, please go watch the week before last episode of Damn Internet You Scary. BT and Dion need to grow up. Hell, even Hippie, y'all can all y'all. I was like, we y'all grow up. We are grown.
pause is fun.
Y'all are a mess. Grow up. Grow up.
I keep running off that hill. I keep
Oh my god. Okay, where are my
keep going.
notes? Where are my notes? Anyway, okay, so you were acting. What led you to the comedy stage?
That is woo. When I was sophomore year of high school, I decided I was going to be in entertainment. I thought I wanted to be in entertainment when I was very, very young, and then old people's fear was all over me. Don't do that.
Mhm.
Need something to fall back on. You probably won't do this, and it's really tough. And I was like, okay, I'll be a chef. And this is like 7, 8 years old, because I didn't know what comedy was. I knew I wanted to do whatever Eddie Murphy was doing.
Okay.
So then sophomore year of high school, I saw it was a Keenan Ivory Wayans True Hollywood Story, and he said something to the extent of, yes, it's tough, but when you're in it, you don't feel it like everybody else feels it. And maybe he didn't say that, but that's the message that rang true for me when he said what he said when he was telling this story. And he was like, yeah, I'm living out of my car and shit's rough right now, but I got a show with Richard Pryor tonight. So I'm not equating those two things.
Okay.
So fast forward to I refused it. I was like, I'm not going to college. That's pointless. You don't get a degree in acting and then end up in movies. That's not how it works. I'm clear of this my sophomore summer. I was like, and mind you, this is the summer when I get all my confidence. This is the Lori Calloway summer. So so then I end up taking acting classes, whatever. And I did not know what comedy was. You know how you drive around and you see comedy on the building, or you would see a comedy club. Like, it was not registering to me what this place was. I knew I'm 19, 20, 21 years old. I know clubs. I know movies.
Mm-hmm.
I know restaurants. Comedy club don't make sense to me. I don't even understand what you're saying. I randomly walked into a club called Detroit, and rest in peace, Alpha Rose. The homie it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday night, and I went in, and they was like, I was like, wait, you could just do it. And it was like, yeah, because I know that it wasn't. I didn't know the people on stage. I was watching Def Jam. I was watching Comic View, but these are TV shows to me. This isn't. I didn't
Right.
know that this happens. And when
Yeah.
I saw Eddie Murphy doing it, I was like, oh, this is the movie where he talks. I didn't understand the art form, and I'm 20 plus years old,
Okay.
and I walk into this club and I see people say like, yeah, you can just do it. It was like, yeah, you want to do it? I was like, nigga, no, I don't even know I don't even know where I'm at, bro. And, and it was like, he was like, yeah. I was like, all right, man, I'll be back next week. And I came back literally like 2 days later, and I haven't not been on stage since.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
yeah,
so dope.
yeah. So yeah. So once I found it, comedy is like it's like learning a trade within entertainment. It's,
Okay.
and then it took a while. I was like maybe a year and a half in before I moved to SAC. And then once I got to SAC, I really got my like roots. Like I started
Okay.
showing SAC, and I was hosting every week, and I really like got grounded. So,
Okay.
I got the sword got super sharp in Sacramento. So I'm a NorCal comic. I started in Texas. So my OGs Ali Sadiq and Blame and Keisha and Billy Sorrells. These are like all people that like I started with, or like that I remember from Houston. But I'm also a Northside nigga, so that's gonna always have a certain disconnect for Houston niggas. So it's like, nigga, you from the North? It's a whole thing. But people in Houston know what I'm talking about. But like, it's just it's a
It's
weird.
like St. Louis. I get it.
Yeah, because you from East St. Louis, you know what I'm talking about.
No,
So
I'm not from East St. Louis. There's a difference. Tahir's from East St. Louis, so don't come on my show with slander.
I'm pretty sure
We take that very seriously because East St. Louis is in Illinois.
since I've been here, I'm pretty sure you said you were from East St. Louis, and I'm pretty sure you said you hate Stranger Things. But I'm just trying to keep up with the
Why
facts.
are you out here starting shit? See, okay, so look, anyway, so I have a special love for Houston. Growing up, I would go when we would have a church convention there, the National Baptist Convention. It was in Houston like 2 or 3 times.
Yes,
I fucking love Houston. Outside of the humidity, and y'all be having flying cockroaches and critters and shit everywhere.
this is a fact.
So, but I actually, oh shit, I need to buy that flight. I have to go in December, but I haven't been since I was like
You go to
college.
Houston?
Yeah, my little sister's graduating from.
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you that I have to go in December for a graduation. But I love Houston. I always said that if I left LA, I would probably move to Houston or DC.
Houston is super lit right now. And oddly enough, it's kind of always been lit. But it also
Always been. I the first time I went to Houston, I was in elementary school, and I was like, "This shit is a vibe."
it's always been lit. It's always been a movie a city that moves at its own pace.
Yeah,
Obviously, i.e. screw music. Like it's a slower moving city, but it's always been a city of hustlers. It's always been
yeah.
like my grind and my hustle, oddly enough, is very Bay Area and Houston influence. It's like
Okay.
so. Yeah, I love the H, man. Already, no side. Good Road, you know what I mean? Greenspoint, if you want to be exact, my boo.
Okay, I don't know about nothing. I only know about the third ward. Okay, because shout out to Beyonce. Like that's all I know is that the niggas.
Slim Thug, Northside nigga.
That's North Side.
Mm-hmm. I went to school with Slim.
You say what?
I went to high school with Slim Thug.
How did you go to high school with Snoop Dogg?
I said with Slim Thug, nigga. That is.
Oh, okay.
Larry.
You know I can't hear shit. I gotta get hearing aids. Like you know that. They're like, I was like, what does Snoop Dogg have to do with this? He's from the LBC and like twice your age.
No,
like not twice your age. But like
Slim Thugger is from the north side of Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Mike Jones from the north side.
Okay.
Comedian there, north side, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, so from there, you're in the Bay, right?
I'm living in Sacramento, but I'm going to school in San Francisco.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, you get your footing, you're hosting, you lay in the groundwork, and then you come to LA.
Yes.
How you get here?
I drove a car. Okay, wait. What do you mean? How did I get?
What I
Why?
mean is like, okay, so what led you to LA? You know what I'm
It
saying.
was it was always LA.
Okay, it
If
was always
you're,
LA.
if
Okay.
you're, listen, hey man, and people can take offense to this however they want. The opportunities in the entertainment field are the most plentiful in LA.
Absolutely.
I get it. I understand Atlanta. I know you popping. I get it. But all them shows that they shoot out there, I would say half the cast, if not more, and most of the people on that are first on the call sheet live in LA.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I'm not saying that Atlanta ain't got no opportunities. I get it. I'm not saying that. But LA is LA.
Yeah.
Over New York. New York has its own TV shows and its own opportunities also. But LA is LA. And I always knew it was LA. I just didn't know when or where. And eventually, as I got closer to once I got to this side, because I've always been a traveler. This has been since I was in high school. I'd hop on a plane. Let me go back. Since I was a latchkey kid, I was flying by myself since I was 7, 8 years old. So
Okay.
I've always been that guy. Um, and a couple trips here, I met Clayton Thomas. I met CT at and we just kind of looked at each other and was like we don't look alike, but we would go out for the same things. Like it
Hmm.
was like, oh, this
Yeah, y'all don't look nothing alike.
no, but we would go out for the same auditions. We have a.
Oh, of course, of course.
I was like, oh, this is, and we both just laughed about it. We're like, nigga, if you hear anything, let me know. He was like, nigga, you let me know. And I would make trips randomly down here. I would post up with him, and I knew the move was coming. I just didn't know when. But I
Okay.
yeah, it was just a matter of time.
Okay. So that's like me. That's similar to me. I came out here the summer of my freshman year,
Mm.
like for a graduation for somebody who's irrelevant. And like step off the plane, the air was different. And then that summer, like in the late summer, I was in New York about 2 weeks before 9/11 happened.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh, this will be my determining factor if it'll be LA or New York. And I was like, it's LA. It was
Well,
not
I
New York.
just had a whole goddamn.
What'd you say? Nigga.
Where am I gonna move? New York or LA? The Twin Towers have just been crashed. I guess it's LA.
Oh, no, that is so fucked up. That is not how that happened. It was I got chased by a rat. Okay, that's how that happened. I got chased by a rat at Coney Island, and I was like, "It's LA."
Did it 9/11 today, or did it? No, it just passed. It was
No, it's just
yesterday.
yesterday.
R.I.P. to all the people at 9 that died at 9/11. Wow.
Yo, like, and you laughing?
I'm
Nick.
not laughing. I'm laughing at you making a decision, and that was the day that you was making it on. You just
That's
woke
not
up.
the
All
see
right,
this
today
again.
I'm
Now,
gonna
when
decide.
this interview comes up, when
You
I'm
wake
like,
up, Eddie.
like
Keep running
you're
on
like
from
A-listers, BT. I just want to clear the air. This fool is lying. That is, y'all can play that last 2 minutes back. That is not what I said.
You said
Please do
you
not
woke up
cancel
like that.
me.
You were like, where am I gonna move? New York or LA? Tomorrow I'll make my decision. And you cut it on the news, just like the West Tower is on fire. Golly.
Ain't shit. RP to those that we lost.
Man,
What a Ooh, that was such a tumultuous like day. Do you remember where you were when that happened?
absolutely. I was at work.
BT, you were not at work.
I was. I'm like,
BT, you were in high school. I mean, not saying that that's not
yeah, I'm at
possible, but
work.
you were not.
I was going to night school though. I was going to night school. I worked in the daytime. I'll give you one better. I bartend in the daytime because you could bartend at like 16, 17 in Houston. As long as it's at a restaurant, not at a bar.
Okay, so I was in geometry class. So why were you okay? So give us a little insight into your
So
life. Like, how were you working? Like, what explain? Like, and
I,
serving alcohol.
I was always set to graduate slightly early
Okay,
because my birthday falls in the summer and I had been skipped up. And high school, I was fucking around. Like okay, so we have block scheduling, 4 classes, each class for half a semester. It was like So like, let's say it's I don't know how many weeks. I want to say it's 9 weeks. So let's say it's 18 weeks from August to December or some shit. And I don't think that,
Okay.
let's just for shits
You
and
go to school for, I think, isn't it like 40 weeks though?
no, we had a normal summertime, but it was like block. It was like A
Wait,
B.
is it 40 weeks in a year?
It's
Oh
it's
my God.
it's 52
No,
here. Uh,
42 weeks. Okay, so no. So then you would go,
it's like an A B and then like an
yeah,
A.
okay.
So
Yeah, I've been so far removed from school.
yeah. So it's like, but it was A class, whatever. So forget all that. The most important thing is in a total year, counting the halves, the most credits you can get was 8. Right? You pass.
BT,
No. Hear me out. You
I'm
get a
hearing you.
yes. You get a you pass the A section. That's 0.5. You pass. You get another class that's just a half semester. That's another 0.5. So that's 1. So in the totality, you could get 8. My first year of high school, I got 6.5, which moves you up, right?
Okay.
Next year I got 5.5 because this is going into the summer of my life changing. This is right into that the King Ivory Wayne summer. That summer, once I decided entertainment, I didn't give a fuck about it. Was truly fuck books. The next semester, the next school year, I think I got 2 credits.
BT.
And the next semester I got 1.3. I didn't give a fuck about.
BT. So did you graduate high school?
Yeah, eventually that's how I ended up in high school. I was like, let me just go to night school and get this shit done. Cause I was never stupid, but I would go to class to see if I could make the teachers laugh. And I was literally in school every day trying to make teachers laugh. And then when I would go to detention for either fighting or trying to make people laugh, then I would then be in detention trying to make the detention. How do you make people laugh in silence? I'm on some full Charlie Chaplin shit. I'd just be rolling a pencil on the ground or some stupid shit just to entertain people. Once I decided entertainment, all bets were off. I was like, well, shit, I ain't going to college. Just live, baby. Pew, pew, pew. Keep running up that hill.
So it was literally like do or die for you.
Yeah, there was no plan B. It was only entertainment. It was going to work out. Want to go layers deeper? My only goal ever was to have the people. I was like, if I have the, I literally went to college because the school I went to at Academy of Arts, the university I went to, it was literally based like this. Like when you're, let's say you're an actor, right? You go to
I am.
you go to acting class, right?
Okay.
Once you get through with your acting classes and you're like in your high level acting classes, the people that are in the director's program, like the school looked like a sitcom set.
Okay.
So the directors would direct, the writers would write, the producers would produce the episodes, and the actors would act. So
Correct.
once I went to the school, I said, oh, I can learn everything I need to know here. I'll move to LA and do everything on my own. I don't need nobody for shit. If LA is like, we don't like your nose and you're stupid and you don't okay, I'll just make the shit myself. And that was always the goal. So when I went to so I moved back to so once I get through school, it was just like, nigga, it's up, bro. I I ain't finished college under the same pretense. I took all the necessary electives. When they said it's time to take liberal arts, if you want your degree, it's like we gotta take this math. I was like, see you bitches, I'm out. 4 years of electives.
Oh my gosh.
Producing, acting, directing, writing, producing. That's all I took for 4 years. It
You
was like,
know,
all right, you're done with your electives. All you gotta do now is take this reading class. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. I'm out, bitch.
yeah, I got lucky. The university I went to liberal arts college in St. Louis,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a really good like conservatory program. But I was majoring in broadcast journalism. Lucretia wasn't playing, huh?
I said, come on, big fancy.
And Lucretia wasn't playing just the acting degree stuff. We don't do that in our house. They're heavily like education based, Midwestern way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And sidebar, Jake, the Allstate guy, went to my school, went to my alma mater.
Wow, that is random.
It's hella random, right? I was like, he a Gorlock? That's so random. Okay. But yeah, it's like apparently he was there while I was there. I was like, definitely never saw him on campus. So he clearly was always,
the dude, the new red shirt guy that took Chris
yeah,
Paul.
the black dude.
Gotcha. Oh, that's
Yeah. Yeah, not the old white Jake, the black Jake, the cool
you
Jake.
know what's crazy is you said State Farm, and my brain went to the old black dude Allstate.
Allstate.
I don't know what.
Not Dennis Haysbert.
Is that his
Not
name?
That's his name. Yes,
I,
Dennis Haysbert. And I only remember because my mom hates him for how he did Whitney Houston in Waiting to Exhale.
Your
Speaking of which,
favorite movie. Come on now. Full circle.
anyway, this is crazy. Like, so that's so funny. So at my university, um, I took a lot of, I feel like all my core classes. So I was only certain electives that not electives, but like core things that I need. And all my core classes were all to do with my major. Yeah, I needed to take math. I took business math. Um, we had to take a seminar class. I took like a women's study bullshit. And
Mm.
then like whatever else was gonna help me, like all those classes, because there was so much to choose from. I took stuff that I knew that would help me throughout life, which was like speech and debate, public speaking,
No.
all that stuff. So I was like, whatever. But it's still fuck Orestes Valdez, my video production teacher, for failing me, and I had to take video production again. And passed the class with flying colors. And the teacher was like, "Why are you in this class?" I said, "Act punk ass Orestes Valdez.
Yeah.
Why you still an adjunct professor after 27 years, bitch?"
You know, when you're talking shit to her, I don't know if you watch Power, but I feel like you're Tommy talking to the chick that Ghost was in love with. I think her name was Officer Valdez.
Yes, it was. It was. And I didn't watch Power. I tried to watch Power. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I do know that's her name. I do remember that because I think she ended up getting killed, right?
I don't know, and I probably don't want to spoil Power for people.
Okay. I'm not gonna watch it.
I ain't watching. I don't know.
Okay, you are such a liar.
You know what I
Like
did watch? You keep running up that hill. You keep.
anyway, okay, so this is crazy. So you're in LA. Like I met you during lockdown.
Yes.
Which I miss, by the way. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I miss lockdown. And I feel like I made so many new friends during lockdown because of Tahir. Like I always tell people this. I was like, I know this like, you know this person, like, yeah, because of Tahir. And
Yeah.
I didn't click with me because like to me, you're just my friend. Like I know you, as Vincent Dracula Jones in a wife beater, DJ in the middle of the night for hours on end and with these fangs.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Zooming with the homies, and that's how I met like CT, Tandra, like everybody. And so it's just so funny now because I remember, I think maybe I met you before. No, how did we end up at the Gimme Five premiere? Because that wasn't, I had to had known you
At
the
the first one or at
the
the?
first one. Because you must have filmed that before.
I definitely filmed it before. I definitely filmed it before. You might have just been at Tahir show. Did you ever go to the shows at the Union?
I went to a couple, but I wasn't there all the time. I hate driving. Listen, you know what time it is.
Yeah, I probably was. You probably was just at Tahir shows, and I was on Light Flirtation like I always be.
No, I met you. I know for
You're
a fact
pretty and shit, so like
you
whatever.
invited me to the premiere of
Yeah.
Give Me Five. We were at the studio because y'all he had his premiere at Paramount. This how big of a deal BT is. He was at Paramount. Releasing the show. So I'm just like, what? Okay, for everybody watching and listening, BT, explain to them, Give Me Five, where
Give me
it came from, and
yes.
how it came about, how it came into
So
fruition.
Give Me Five is my birth child. Is my one of my closest projects to me for gosh, maybe it got to be like 12, 13 years at this point.
Okay.
So there was I came up with the concept. I'm sorry, let me go back. Give Me Five is a fantasy style debate show. 5 friends, 5 rounds, one goal. Who can have the best top 5 list?
Okay.
Um,
Yes.
and it's always been the same format. I shot it and at this random tiny little studio in North Hollywood. Tangerine. We did like 8 episodes. A bunch of random people. a bunch of random comics or whatever, and we went through the thing, yada yada yada. Then it's but that version of it is, it looks terrible. The dude that was filming it was watching the show and laughing. So like there's points, like say this to the camera, there's points where it's like just does like this, and then he fixes it, and I'm like, bro, and it's like the footage is like gabagios.
I would have never known that. I would have never
Yeah,
known. I never knew.
yeah, it's very, 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 very bad footage. So then fast forward to, I had been looking for just in general team to help me get these ideas out of my head at a high quality, high concept. But we live in LA where everybody's like, oh no, I do that. And you be like, do you do that? And they be like, no, 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 no. And then you consistently talk to people and you realize, oh, you don't do that. You've never did this before. So fast forward to me meeting my one of my producing partners, Mark at Good Luck Road. And when I had the conversation with him, me and another one of the EPs, Tony Spires, we went and we shot another version of it downtown. And it
Okay.
was a little more of the version was a little more, it was a more classical, I guess it would say. And he was like, but when he saw it, he was like, no, this show works, but we just need to tweak a couple things. So Tangerine being the villain of the show, that's all Mark. That's 1,000% his idea. Her. He said we just got to adjust her position and adjust the aesthetics because we shot it in like the other version looks really really good because I mean he shoots well and we just picked a dope location. But we was like, no, it should feel more conversational. It should kind of just be at your house. It should be more free. And he was like, I want y'all talking over each other. I want y'all arguing. I want as much as that as possible. But that that was some of that was very much his vision. So yeah, so we shoot the 5 episodes, and they're just kind of sitting there. And we was like, pandemic might be the perfect time to let them things fly. We did just that, and it was a nice little situation. But Give Me 5 is a very expensive show to do. It is.
I could imagine.
And I do not have my brother's following. I don't have Pat and Tahir and Tony's. I don't have that. Kev, I don't have that following.
Yeah.
You know, it's a weird space because, some people are garnering huge followings and others are trying to perfect other things. So like King Batch was at my house when he decided to start attacking Vine. And it's just like waves that'll miss you if but at the time I was writing the script. So it's just like, I've never just been twiddling my thumbs. Anybody know me know I work my ass off, but I don't have no problem putting the money up, but it just couldn't live on my YouTube again. So people be on YouTube like, when's the next season? I was like, bitch, never. If it got to be here, nigga, never.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then when I tried to sell it, license it, number one, they didn't want any of the content I already had, which I was offended by, and that I took that personal.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah. I would take that.
And then when the conversation started coming up, it was they wanted to replace me. So that was like, so we'll take you off, we'll put somebody more famous in your seat, and then we'll do it like this. And I was like, no. And it was like, okay, we'll keep you, and then we'll replace Tangerine. And I said, no. Nigga, she's been with me since the beginning of the show. No. If you see the show, you will see me, you will see Tangerine. And if not, it ain't Give Me 5. I don't know what it is. It's some mutated version of it. But, and then I talked to Kev, and he, I don't even know if Kev had saw season 1. I really don't. I really don't know if he saw season 1. I know he had heard of it, but we just kind of did the deal. Kev just kind of trusts me. And he was like, yeah, man, let's do it, whatever. And then when it aired, that first episode aired, I think he saw it with everybody else. And Kev said the first episode aired, the top 5 R&B groups, and he said it was like 1:32 in the morning, and he found himself screaming at the TV, arguing with me, even though he was at home. He said, this nigga got me. It's fucking brilliant. He said, so it's fucking, this nigga got me. And he called me the next day and said, bro, this show is genius. And I was like, oh, man, I appreciate it. And it's just like, it's good for Kev, because if Kev has to do everything for Kev on Stage Studios, it's going to be, his time is like really valuable. So it's like, when I bring you the show, it's done, bro. Everything's done. You don't have to do nothing but press upload. And
Yeah.
that's where I feel like the future of what we do is going, and that's the world I want to live. I want to create, give you a season, package, license, create, do the whole season, license, package. Whether that's movie, TV, film, scripted, unscripted, all that good shit.
Absolutely. Like I felt honored to get a call. And I was like, and I know like a long time ago you had mentioned it to me, but then I was like, man, people be saying that because you used to like LA and how that goes.
Mm.
And I'm just getting my like footing, though I've been here for 12 years and kind of like really coming into my own, getting out my head and you
I
know,
remember you didn't want to do when they was trying to have conversations with you about having a podcast. You was fighting. You like, I don't know. Eventually, I'll get around to it. I used to do radio.
okay, so I remember where I met you, Clint's house. We did a podcast
You
together.
sure right. Yep, that's right.
That's what it was. I was like, no, I knew you prior to lockdown. That's what I was telling. I was like, okay, that's what it was. So okay, so that conversation alone, it was a conversation I had with you that stuck in the back of my mind. Like it was all, and I wasn't even in the back. It was right here. It was always right here. It was very encouraging. Um, some people try to be encouraging, but they talk at you. You were talking to me like person to person, one to one, right? And so you said you don't have to do this with the multi-camera shots like him. You got a phone.
That's it.
And you said just put it out there, just record it and put it out there. And I think by that time I had two failed podcasts, didn't know what was happening. And I knew that I wanted to do something kind of like this where it's one-on-one, where I'm interviewing people, picking their brains apart, though you came in chaotically. It's fine. And just really, really get to know people. I think that life moves so fast and we talk about like life in, and we don't get to have these types of conversations. And then once lockdown happened and I was meeting different people and zooming with the homies is happening and just changed like the trajectory for a lot of things. So I said, okay, this is it. Like, I don't know how this is going to sound, what this is going to look like, but I'm just going to put it out there. And I pondered with,
Pounder.
yeah, I pondered, I pondered with my little play brother. Shout out to Mars. I was like, hey, I want to do this podcast, but I want to make it where men feel like they can engage, as well as women. The majority of my audience on Instagram are men anyway. So what's a title that is kind of like gender neutral, non-binary? And this is how I got this. So yeah, that's so funny. But I was honored to be invited to Give Me Five, where it wasn't like last minute. You said, hey, what are you doing this day? I'm shooting this show. It was like a week out, whatever. That's how you need. Okay, I can do this. And so it was a great time. And
I mean, you killed it too. Like, it's funny because people ask me to be on a show, but people just ask me, hey man, when you gonna get me on there? And it'd be like sometimes people I don't even talk to. Like, bro, everybody on this show I argue with. Everybody on this show I have some form of emotional discourse with at some point in time, and that's what. So then, not only that, I'm normally trying to match people together. Like, okay, I know your point of view, and I know your point of view, and that's going to clash great. And I disagree with both of y'all, and this person's going to have all the facts, and this person's going to be a little more neutral and fun, and going to have all the audience love. So I'm normally like organizing the show like that. Like when it's time to shoot it, boy, the cast, right, you got to go here. Nah, you can't go with that person. Y'all end up fighting this person. And then it'd be random internal beefs in comedy. Okay, you don't like them. Okay, so I got it's like, it'd be like a shuffleboard of getting it all right. But man, you came through and you was rocking, baby. You know what I mean?
I tried.
Yeah, you did great. You gave your all. Your energy was great. You look fantastic. It was a win. And that matters.
What?
People bring up production value. I don't care what you heard. Let me tell you something about Give Me Five. Go back and look. Everybody looks amazing, and that is not by accident.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wasn't sure because it was like kind of just like you going out to the club, and I was like, but we're going to a house, like, and I was like, okay, well, this episode I'll do this. This episode I might wear this to somebody's house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, whatever. But my hair ain't done, so this is
Look
what y'all
at
gonna get. Y'all gonna get these wigs.
yeah. I snatched that thing off, and it was
Snatched it right off. Snatched it right off.
yes.
So I definitely, like I said, I was honored to be a part of that production because it was like it was so interesting, and then meeting so many new people, like you
Mm,
said, like Mark, his brother, Tony, your manager, just so
mm.
many different people, and like making like after the episode when we filmed the top five horror films, like me, Stevie J, and Janae, like we talked in his car for hours, hours after that episode. And it just went so many different ways. And so it's like, wow, I have like now like a lifetime connection
Yeah.
to the people. And now it's like I see something with Janae on the flyer, or even Steve. I'm trying to go and support them too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's funny because like on season 2, I was trying to bring back some familiar faces and bring also in some people that hadn't done it, but that'd be a very important part of it. Who do
yeah,
I argue and bicker with that's gonna kill it? Because if you don't have no passion behind your argument, it just makes the show drag.
yeah.
It's I want you and
I got cheated, by the way, but it's fine.
you didn't.
I
And
did.
listen. You look like a genius with the Mario pick because nobody the way you set that up. I was like, oh man. Then you went to the. I know you went to the show with Mario and Marion. Everybody saw the camera, but you back there tweaking Marion's vocal, so he didn't sound right. Like I know, you know what I mean?
Listen, I know my ears in the literal sense don't work, but there's something about music, and I can see it. Like I can see the notes, I can really feel it, and it was so that's why I was, even though I didn't pick Beyonce, and I wanted to fight you for it, and I should have fought you for it because I think I would have got it. But when I was trying to explain to Keisha, when you hear the rips when she sings along with that guitar and I Care, you
Mm,
can see it. You can see her vocals, you see
yeah.
the guitar notes, you see it, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I love music so much. I listen to like I feel like a lot of old school stuff and kind of like the same albums over and over again. Like
Yeah.
so, yeah.
What album gets a whole lot of play from you?
Okay, currently because I'm a fiend, I can't turn off Renaissance. I know a lot of people
Mm,
don't really care for the album, but I think Beyonce is doing what you are supposed to do when you are a creator, which is push the limits, test the waters for
absolutely.
things for things that's not like familiar to people. So I can appreciate that, right? So, but outside of that, I would say I would go to it low key just be a lot of Beyonce shit. Or I would go like the other day when it was finally cool enough to take a bath. I like played Sade.
Okay.
Sade, Anita Baker. I am still a huge. I told y'all Luther Vandross. This man has been dead for probably 20 years, and I still can't believe it.
Mm.
Like just gone too soon, and it's just something.
Give me an album though. Give me an album that's a little older that you just randomly like. If this album was only on CD, I'd buy it again.
Okay, this is really random. This is about to be a really random pick.
Let it happen.
Barbara Streisand, Guilty.
That is very random.
Told you. Okay, so now, and I will explain why. So Barbara Streisand's Guilty album, I have it on vinyl,
Mm.
and Barry Gibb produced it. So they have some tracks. The majority of it is it's like like it's both of them, but it's the production, it's the lyricism, it's really random. I know, but there's something about that album that just. Mm. I
Okay.
remember the first time I heard that. I was a kid. My mom played it on vinyl.
Mm.
And I don't know if it's the connection to my mom, But I tell people, I said, out the blue, I said, there's a random R&B album that is unexpected, and it's Barbara Streisand's Guilty.
There's a there's a as much shit as I give to Boys to Men. There's a Boys to Men album. It's like substantially later on. It's the one with the four microphones on it. I think it's called
Okay, okay, okay. Not that's not evolution, right? Is that's
No.
not
Oh,
okay?
Mike, Kanye, Sean, and Michael or whatever. And
Okay, okay, okay,
the one with "Thank You in Advance" on it. Um,
okay, okay.
and that album, it starts horribly. It's like it's out. It starts so bad. The first 6, 7 songs are like it's
That's
like
not the majority of the album, friend.
well, hear me out. It feels like they were just trying shit. Like try this, try this, try this, try this, and none of it worked. And then it turns into like the next 7 are like it had to be like the last song on the deal or some last album on their deal or something like that. Because
Okay.
I mean it gets really good. And I'm like, oh wow. Like for me to have a good album, remove the singles, and I have to return back to this product for like let's say an album has 13 songs.
Okay.
Three of them are singles.
Okay.
Remove the singles, so you got 10 songs left. If I have to come back for 5 to 7 songs, this is a great album because I'm not gonna hear them nowhere.
I feel like that about Mario's album, the very first one. I like all his, for the most part, all his work that he's put out, but there are songs that I'm like, I could skip. But I feel like I can listen to that very first album, no skips. And if I took the singles out, I would still be
Mm.
I would still be happy because there's like Two Train that's produced by Crucial Keys. So that's Alicia Keys, and that was her partner. And then there's like What Your Name Is, like Chick with the Braids, Never.
With the braids.
Yeah. So I feel like that, like for me, like in my era, and I mean, Angel in Disguise, Brandy, which was stolen off my list.
Angel just that Angel Disguise is phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, like that Donnell Jones "Where I Want to Be" album. Like,
That's the one that had You Know What's Up, right?
yeah, that album is like
I think I only listened to that one.
it's perfect.
I don't think I remember. I know we had it because I stand where I want to be, and I feel like my sister had that album, so I heard it.
That album is perfect
I'll have to go back and revisit.
and timeless. Still to the like it has that very Sade Anita thing to it where it doesn't sound like it's dated at all.
Okay.
But yeah, that first 112 album, part 3, the first Jagged Edge album. There's albums that I just like. The 100% Genuine album. These albums I'll go back to.
And we lost BT. Oh, there he is.
That's the streets calling. That's the streets calling. But no, there's like it's very there's albums that I go back to all the time. I don't know how we got on this music tangent, but we're here. So
That's what it's like. It's a segue. It's a segue.
Yeah. Come on,
So
big segue.
that's what happens. Conversations, they happen, you get lost. No, I almost was thinking that as far as R&B, I was kind of gonna throw John Legend, but then I think like, oh, there are certain songs that like I skip.
I love Legend with Kanye.
Mm.
That first album.
Oh yeah, Get Lifted is a no, but the
Second album's great too.
second joint, the second album,
Also
Come
also
on
very
and
good.
go. Oh no, that's actually the first one.
Yes, it is.
That was, man, but now I don't know.
There's like there was a moment.
Dun, 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 dun.
If I had to guess, I would say that all that music came out at the same time, and I'm talking like there's a song with John Legend, Common, and Kanye on like that Beat album. There's like 2 or 3 songs on John Legend's album. There's like 2 or 3 songs on Kanye.
Kanye.
I
Yep.
bet they were all made within the same amount of time.
I can see that. Yeah.
Because Ye just was in a pocket where it was just like, oh my god, like,
This is the yay that we
jeez,
miss. This is the yay that we need. I don't know
jeez.
what the fuck this other shit is.
I, I mean,
I don't know who the fuck he is.
be fair, be fair. If we're gonna say Beyonce is allowed to take aggressive risk, so is Kanye.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
You
in
said
the
you hate Kanye. You said
well,
I hate
in the
Kanye.
sense
You said Stranger Things is garbage,
I
and
did not say that.
you said you
God
you said
dang
Lewis.
it, you
Why
keep-
you can't remember either? Your memory is
No,
off.
I can. Anyway. What we're not gonna do, sir, is that. But no, that's a whole nother conversation for another day regarding
Yes,
Kanye
yes, yes,
and his mental health issues, whatever. Before we get out of here, I wanted to talk about you did a movie
yes.
and I the name was just right here on the tip of my tongue, and you played or were you converting to Islam in the movie
Oh,
or
you're talking about Muslims Guide to Marriage.
yes.
Yes. No, I'm a Muslim in the thing. I am. My father is trying to train me to be an imam.
Okay.
Uh, yeah,
What's can you explain what that is?
it's a Muslim pastor. It's
Okay.
to anybody that is of the faith. If my memory is escaping me, I'm always tiptoeing to be sensitive. Because I'm not Muslim. Um, I'm a very spiritual person, but I grew up Southern Baptist.
Yeah.
Um, but I have family members that are Muslim, and so on and so forth. And that was one of the hardest acting jobs I've ever had to do. I had to learn Arabic. I had to learn the prayers. I had to be in this space, and like I did work for that, because you start talking about Muslim comedies and things. I mean, every joke, every improv had to be, you know, I had to play in a very safe space of what I can and can't do, because you don't want
Right.
to offend. I don't want to
Yeah.
offend. I don't want to offend for my life in danger, and I also just don't want to offend, like in general.
Right. Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just like a very sensitive space, people's spirituality. So, but that was yeah. I shout out to um, Amina and that was I loved doing that movie. I just had to show up and be a good actor, and that is great times. I got
Okay.
another movie coming too.
So are you working on another project? Because you're like, oh, you're talking about that. Okay, so could you give us a little?
So, what is now, I guess, pushing my life's work. I have an amazing film called She Wins. Uh,
Okay.
and it has been in production for a very long time. I I paid for everything. It is a full length feature, and I don't cut no corners. But doing a full length feature when you thought you had the money and you don't is a journey all in itself. Because basically what happened was I booked a commercial. This is a Ford commercial. I did like a full Ford campaign. Checks was coming in, and I was like, man, I'm shooting a movie. And I, basically would call people and be like, when can you shoot? I can shoot this day. All right, cool. Let me make sure that lines up with the director. All right, cool. Let me make sure that lines up with the production people. Okay, cool. Sound, crafty. Okay, we're going to shoot all your scenes this day. And then going back and stitching everything up. 17 days, 30 speaking roles. I'm sorry, 18 days. 30 to 35 speaking roles. And the best part about it is a lot of the people that are in it are more famous now than when they did it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so CT's in it, Tangerine's in it, DC Irvin's in it, Lulu's in it, Nate's in it. Oh God,
Jackson.
yes. Um, me,
Nate
my girl,
Jackson.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Making fun of my hearing. Gonna make a
yeah.
reel about me.
Yeah, it's a lot. Sherelle Patrice and whew, it's a lot. It's a lot of amazing actors and actresses in this movie that it was blood, sweat, and tears. And
Okay.
we are about 90. 90% done. Literally, when I get off of here, I'm going to get the hard drive for sound, and
Okay.
and all I gotta do now is color correction. But whoo, when you say you gonna do a movie, nigga, oh my god, bro.
Well, when you do your next movie, nigga,
Yeah, young
or you
buttercream.
need
Pull up.
somebody to be like, bitch,
Is that you? Do it one more time. Let me see. And action.
bitch, or
And
bitch,
scene.
bitch.
Yeah. So but you got to do that first. And I remember I was a few years into it, and I was like, man, when the movie coming out? Every time I see Lulu, BT, where's the fucking movie? And I talked to Robert Townsend because this is his fault. Robert Townsend paid for Hollywood Shuffle on credit cards, so
Oh
I'm
wow,
hella credit
wow.
cards trying to pay for this movie. And I saw him. I was like, bro, I was like, man, listen, you don't know me, but I'm BT Kingsley. I'm fucking hilarious. Now listen, I know what you did with this damn movie with Hollywood Shuffle. I gathered all my friends, some people, some actors and actresses I thought were amazingly talented, and I flooded them into the film, and I did this film. And nigga, it's been a while and shit ain't come out yet, and they cussing me out, and I'm just trying to get my movie done. He was like, "How long it's been?" I was like, "Bro, it's been like 4 years from script to this point." So nigga took me 7 years to put out Hollywood Shuffle. I said,
Wow. Wow.
"Say what?" He said before. He said it took me 7 years to complete it, and that's before distribution. He said, "You're fine," and I said, "Oh, I never met him before in my life." I was like, "Oh, thanks, Mr. Townsend."
And look at you. Got shows on Kev on Stage, app, Sprite commercials,
Come on now.
TikTok commercials, Ford commercials. What's the other commercial? I'm missing one.
Whew, you missed a lot.
You did a Hulu. No.
Skittles, Hulu, Wells Fargo, the Olympics, and there's more in the can right now. Commercials are going well. We
Yeah,
are.
that keep you and if it's it goes into what do they call it?
I
Not
don't know.
syndication.
Your hands going though.
Oh, but you know, because you know what I'm trying to say.
You like a boxer, nigga.
Like so where you get residuals.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
But
yeah.
I mean, mark my as we sit here 9/12. I am. It's not too many things that BT hasn't been very focused on that he don't achieve. I am very, very focused on TV and film.
Okay.
It will happen.
Okay. Yeah,
You
yeah.
mark, you
And
mark my words. It's coming.
no, I know. Well, I believe you based on the life that you've spoken into my life. But it's also um like you're also in a good space because what you guys are doing in general, and I always try to give people their props, their flowers, but it's like having Kev's app,
Mm-hmm.
being able to push that, content out to the masses
Yeah.
at your own, and nobody can tell y'all what y'all can and cannot say, what you can and cannot do. Like, I love a workplace comedy. I was like, I said to here, it is my dream to be a field anchor. And I say, and could we do it where we kind of recreate that scene where that fly flies into that man's mouth? And he's like, shit, I ain't been out here.
Yeah.
Got me in this
Yeah.
damn country. Like, I was like, I
Well, we
will
can do a
kill that
cockroach
shit.
for you in Houston.
You said what?
We can have a cockroach fly in your mouth, like.
But no, I appreciate you so much for taking the time out of your busy, busy day to stop in. And next time when we have you back, we'll be in person. Because I'm gonna start filming some of my interviews at Dion's studio.
Yeah, and then
Um,
when I pull up,
you say what?
I want a snow cone. I want you to make the
Okay,
snow.
I will. We will film it. We will film making the snow cone
Yes,
on
and on your
air.
way, I want you to drive to the studio. Just hold the snow cone the whole time, and then when I meet you there, I can eat my snow cone before we film because I don't want to be on camera just eating a snow cone. Pause, bro.
Grow up, grow up, BT. Please tell everybody.
Never.
Please tell everybody where they can find you.
Listen, man. First of all, y'all, please keep supporting my buttercream. You hear me? It's my young buttercream right here, tender lovins, aka Dominique face. You know what I mean? Uh, you have no idea how important y'all support is. Every like, every comment. When y'all give money, that's great. But when you like and comment, that it be mean in the world. And listen, if you like, man, I just rather give you some money. That works too. That works
Yeah.
too. But your support is always appreciated, and the way you tell people, the way you guys buy tickets, and all that good jazz. So first and foremost, shout out to the kings and queens of the Kingsley crew. Y'all know what it is. I love y'all 3000. Follow me on
You're
there.
also the president of the Lil Bow Wow fan club
I'm really not.
and the Omarion fan club, but continue.
I'll lean on Omarion fan club, but Day 26 fan club. And Omarion, I don't love Bow Wow music like that. I just believe he's a legend. Unless you can find me there's only one Bow Wow. There's only one kid that rose to those successes. There's only one kid rapper that got to that level. There's only one. I mean, unless you want to count Lotto, but she wasn't popping as a kid and she popping now. She did the show, and then
Yeah.
Chris Cross hard fall off. But Bow Wow's Bow Wow, bro.
Well, that boy got sick and died, BT.
What, man? They fell off before he died.
Oh.
Don't give me no shit, 9/11. Listen, man, I appreciate you.
That's no. Don't do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I appreciate y'all. Follow me on everything at BT Kingsley. Check out the music. At Mr.
Yeah.
Kingsley and Infinite Rain Clothing Line. You know what I mean? But most stuff coming soon. Give me 5. Download Kev's app. Right now, you can go download it. I think it's 7 days free. You can binge the whole show. You're gonna probably end up stuck on there because there's a bunch of great shit over there. But go watch.
It's a bunch of great shit over there. It
Go
really
go in the comments and say, "Hey, Kev, I downloaded this app," and I'm in the comments and say, "I'm just here to watch BT show." And then 2 months later, when you're still on the app, be like, "All right, I stuck around."
it's really like that. I really enjoy the app a lot. I have goals, that I've written down, and so yeah, maybe one day this will be, as we're face to face talking, it will be picked up by the Kev on Stage app. I don't know, but also great job Saturday. I went to your show where you headlined it here at Flappers down the street. It's not down the street, but it's like down the street.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself, y'all. If BT is ever in your city, please, you don't want to miss it. It's such a great time. It's such a great time.
Oh, come on, but I appreciate it.
No, like that, like BT. If I thought you were whack, I would have went to sleep. Y'all had already pushed the show back 30 minutes. 9:30 is pushing it 10 o'clock. I said, well, shit.
You definitely push it back. That wasn't on me though. That was 1,000% not on me. I don't want no.
And I was like, well, damn.
I didn't even know. Somebody told me that they got an email from Flappers. I hit them. I was like, wait, y'all pushed the show back? They were like, yeah, we had to. I was like, it was all kinds of stuff going on back there that day. But we did it. So it was good times. I thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's a great time. Had me out way past my bedtime at 1:30 in the morning, and y'all went overtime. I enjoyed myself, and I was very happy. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I said, Lord, send me. Because I was like, I'm dragging, and sitting in front row, I was like, okay, I gotta show up for my friends. And great time. Then you had CT pop up. It was so dope. And
great. Sitting there talking about your titties the whole show.
That's not true, guys. I had a jacket on. Then it got hot, and I can't help the way God made me this way. Stop it. Anyway.
Do you know what's up here now?
Now I get what you're doing. You're so annoying. Anyway, so I thank you so much for taking the time out. Stop it and come to I do appreciate you, and I just want to remind y'all to be sure to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. It is like he said, every comment matters, every share matters, every subscribe matters. So share with your family. That is the quickest, easiest thing for y'all to do to help us thrive in this business. Y'all, I'll see y'all back here next week.